friends, let me tell you about this curious little girl named Mira. She loved exploring and learning new things, not just from books, but from everyday moments too. Like when her mom woke her up to catch a gorgeous sunrise, or when her big brother Arjun cracked jokes that made her laugh. Mira was all about discovering the wonders of life. One sunny morning, Mira's grandma, Daddy, was making breakfast. Can I try? Mira asked, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Daddy smiled and said, of course, my dear. Washing your hands is an important part of staying healthy. Let me show you how. She began singing a funny hand wash song, moving her hands up and down. She washed every finger, palm and wrist, making sure to scrub them all. Then she dried her hands and said, there you go. Now I can cook your favorite breakfast. Mira couldn't wait to try it herself. She rolled up her sleeves and put her hands under the water. But she quickly realized that washing hands wasn't as easy as it looked. The soap slipped from her hands. The water splashed everywhere, and she kept forgetting to scrub every finger, palm, and wrist. Daddy, though, didn't seem to mind. She just kept smiling and helping Mira until her hands were clean. Then Mira stopped and laughed. Those things have tiny germs on them. If we don't wash our hands before eating, those germs can make their way inside us and make us sick. That's why washing our hands is such an important part of staying healthy and feeling good. Mira thought about this for a moment. She didn't like being sick. She remembered the last time she got sick. She had a terrible cough and a runny nose. She missed her school and playing with her friends. So washing hands helps us stay happy and healthy, she said. Daddy nodded. After breakfast, Mira went out to play. As she walked through the garden, she saw a little jar with a coin inside sitting on a table. She picked it up and wondered what to do with it. Hey, Mira, what did you find? Her brother Arjun came running over, his eyes widening in surprise. Look, a jar with a coin inside. Daddy, look what I found, Mira said, running up to her. Oh, did you find a treasure? How exciting, Daddy said with a smile, taking the jar from Mira. But I don't have any treasure. Just a coin, Mira said disappointedly. Well, this is still a treasure to me, Daddy said, handing the jar back to Mira. Do you want to know a secret? Yes, Mira and Arjun said in unison. I also have two other jars, Daddy continued. One is for spending money. This is the money you can use to buy the things you need or want. And the third jar is for sharing money. This is the money you can use to help others or donate to those in need. That's amazing, Mira said, her eyes shining with excitement. Can I try? Mira asked eagerly. Of course, Daddy said with a smile. Mira carefully placed the coin into the saved jar. She watched as it landed softly at the bottom. She felt a sense of pride and accomplishment knowing that she was already saving money. Now we're going to make a sandwich, Daddy said. Would you like to help? Yes, Mira and Arjun said in unison. Mira and Arjun gathered around the kitchen counter as their grandma showed them how to make a simple apple and peanut butter sandwich. First, we need to wash the apple, Daddy said, handing Mira a clean cloth. Use the soft side of the cloth and scrub gently. Be careful not to cut yourself. Mira took the cloth and carefully began scrubbing the apple. She enjoyed the feeling of the cloth against the apple's skin. She scrubbed gently, making sure not to apply too much pressure. She wanted the apple to be clean and perfect for their sandwich. After the apple was thoroughly clean, Daddy helped Mira dry it with a clean towel. Good job, Mira, Daddy said. The apple looks great. Now let's spread some peanut butter on the bread. Mira nodded. She understood the importance of safety. She took the knife and carefully spread peanut butter on the bread. She remembered her grandma's words and avoided touching the blade. She focused on spreading the peanut butter evenly, making sure there were no clumps or dry spots. You're doing great, Mira, Daddy said, smiling. Your peanut butter skills are improving. Meanwhile, Arjun was busy cutting the bread. He carefully sliced the edges, making sure not to cut himself. Mira watched in admiration as he effortlessly cut through the bread. She wished she could cut things with a knife too. Soon, their sandwich was ready. They enjoyed the taste of the sweet apple combined with the creamy peanut butter. As Mira walked back home from the market with her mom, She noticed her neighbor Rita sitting on a bench in the park across the street. Rita was watering the flowers in the garden. Mira waved and shouted, "Hello, Rita." Rita looked up and smiled. She gestured to a small plant on the table. "Except this one. Do you know what's wrong with it?" Mira leaned in and observed the plant. I think you need to water it," she said. "That's right," Rita said. "Can you help me water it, Mira?" Mira nodded and carefully took the watering can. She poured water onto the soil around the plant, avoiding the leaves and flowers. She wanted to make sure the soil was moist but not soggy. "Thank you, Mira," Rita said. Taking care of plants is a wonderful way to learn responsibility and patience. As Mira continued to water the plant, she noticed the drooping leaves perked up and the soil became more compact. She felt a sense of satisfaction knowing that she had helped the plant. Suddenly, the plant's owner rushed over. "I just wanted to help." The plant owner smiled. "How about a tiny plant?" Mira's eyes lit up. She couldn't wait to show it to her grandma. As soon as she reached home, she ran to her grandma and showed her the plant. "Look, Grandma," she said excitedly. "I have my own plant to take care of." "Oh, Mira," Daddy said, smiling. "We should start by checking the places Tinku likes to visit," he said. Mrs. Kapoor from next door said, "I saw Tinku near the market. He was looking for someone to pet him." Murray and Mrs. Sharma from across the street said, "We saw him chasing a butterfly towards the rose garden." Following the clues, Mira and Arjun finally found Tinku in the rose garden. He was sniffing the roses and wagging his tail. "Tinku, come," Mira said, rushing towards him. The dog barked happily and licked Mira's face. Our teamwork and kind neighbors helped save the day. As evening fell, Mira sat down to draw. She dipped her brush into a cup of water and swirled it around, mixing the colors on her palette. "Grandma, look," she said proudly. "I learned these colors by mixing them just like you taught me." Dottie smiled. "You're getting so good at mixing colors, Mira." Just then, Mira's mom entered the room. "Mira, it's time for bed," she said. "And you know the rule, no screens in bed." "Okay, Mom," Mira said, turning off the tablet. "But can I watch one quick video about stars?" "Please, sure, just one," her mom replied. "And then you can draw what you learned." Mira nodded and watched as the video showed how to draw constellations. She took a flashlight and drew the constellations on the paper. Before bed, Mira added 8 fun stickers to her notebook, each one a reminder of the lesson she learned that day. She called it her everyday toolbox, a little treasure of knowledge from her adventures.